Welcome to the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast. You see us back on this Zoom visual. Welcome to episode 123. And something that is crazy about this Zoom visual that we have going on my screen, when I point this way, I'm pointing at you. But when it exports and I do that same point, it's switched around. So on my computer, how it sits, and I point at you, this isn't you right here. It's crazy because I was watching back the other one and I was like, why am I pointing over here when he's over here? And, you know, these are just first world problems and technology problems that we don't understand because we just hit record and going.
It's got something to do with the 6 degrees of separation in Kevin Bacon, I believe. Yeah. Is it 12 degrees or 6 degrees? I think it's
6 degrees of the corona. That's what it is.
The corona separation from Kevin Bacon. Because, see, Kevin Bacon started this whole corona. He was eating the bats in Wuhan. Right?
Bacon from pigs, dirty bats, wet market.
The wet market can be put back to fucking Kevin Bacon somehow. That nigga's tied into that shit too.
You know it. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Even speaking of Corona, one of the innocent bystanders in this entire thing was the beer, and they have shut down. Corona beer is not making beer anymore right now.
Because of, what is it, an omen? What are they doing?
Bro, because you know how people are fucking dumb. So people, you know, they do, well, it's gotta have something to do with it, right? Because it's the same name. And bro, right now they have shut down production on Corona beer because
that's real shit.
It's like that. And that's the way it is. Yeah.
Damn. I hope they have another branch of a beer. The niggas gonna rebottle it with another name.
Yo, in my opinion, I'm like, lean into it. Just change it. You know how like Dunkin' Donuts changed their name to Dunkin'?
Right.
Bro, they need to come out with Rona. Just call it Rona and let's keep going.
Don't even put the label on the bottle. Or put the shit up. Man, people still drink the shit. Man. That's my
straight up RONA. That's it.
Yeah. That's my summertime beer. That's the only time I drink those in the summertime. You know, nice hot day, give me a nice cold Corona with a lime in the top. You know what I mean?
For me, it was always when I used to hang out with my Puerto Rican friends growing up. That was just what they bought, so we always would drink that. That was it. It was like that, or we would get the garbage ass Mad Dog. Do you? Oh no, not Mad Dog. Red Dog. Red Dog. Do you remember Red Dog beer?
It was a bulldog, a red bulldog, right?
And it came in. I think it only came in 30 packs. You know what I'm saying? No, excuse me. And I'm sorry for being a white male. It needs to be. It's a 30 rack.
30 rack. Yo, Red Dog. Holy shit.
Red Dog.
Yes, I remember that, man. I remember that's like that, and then Steel 2 Reserve 211 fucking days. What the fuck was that nasty shit?
Mm-hmm.
Red Dog. Wow.
Red Dog.
I think that was probably the same era as Zima's, I think.
Yes. Zima's and Budweiser used to have the King Cobra 40. If you know about that. King Cobra 40. Yo, back in the day, drinking on some Bud Ice, that shit was dunk.
Ice. And when you were younger and you threw those parties at the keg parties, that keg was always natty ice. Gotta get the natty.
Yeah. Always with the natty.
The cheap natty, because it's the cheapest shit. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Uh-huh. And it was funny because I remember being young like that and always checking on the price of a worthwhile keg. And it was always ridiculous because it was like, natty ice, you get it for like $30. And then the fucking, Heineken would be 120. You'd be like, well, obviously, we're doing the bad thing.
Right.
Real quick, though, I do want to shout out the hotline number because someone did hit up the hotline and ask us when we were doing another episode, so that was cool. So shout out to them. So 203-594-6977. It's down below. Like I said, you can call, you can text. You text, we'll text back. If you call, we're not going to call back. Just leave a message and let us know what's up. Let us know that you're out there and you're listening. So shout out. We didn't get any names. They just asked, hey, when's the next webisode coming? And I let them know. So shout out to everybody hitting up the hotline.
By all means, put out y'all got some topics y'all want to throw at us or some questions that you want us to bring up. We bring them up.
Let us know if there's a corner that we haven't touched yet and there's something that we might need a massage. Let us know.
Let us know, there are germs out there that we have not yet mentally disinfected, my brothers. Mm-hmm. Insistence. Listen, don't let me get righteous.
And Hey, if you're watching us on YouTube, if you're listening to us on Spotify, please go to our YouTube because we did just drop the music video and the straight up music. We remixed DMX, Stop Being Greedy. We turned it into Stop Buying TP. And the music video is up right now. Check it out, man. I think it came out pretty cool. I enjoyed doing it. It was nice to put out some music that wasn't a Christmas song for the first time in like 3 years. So that was cool too.
Put it out smooth. And then just to put it out there for some folks, because you know how it gets sometimes. TP, people that don't know, is abbreviation for toilet paper. I don't want to be, why are they talking about like natives TPs at a time like this? Like, let's know what that is first. For those that
exactly. Understand what we're speaking on first.
Right.
But no, yeah, I think it would be cool to go on because on this podcast a couple episodes ago, probably 3 or 4 episodes ago, we were joking about the Rona. And of course it is a serious subject, but just like anything else, we use humor to get through everything. And we've always been throwing back song ideas about Corona. And DMX was one of the ones that popped up that we said, yo, we got to do that. And there's a lot of people out there, as we know, a lot of people talk about it. Some people be about it. We about it. And we decided to do it because a lot of people have those, yo, you know what we should do? And I'm proud to be a person that does what we do the exhale, if you will. We do the exhale.
Inhale, talk, exhale the truth. It's real.
Yes. And even in these Rona times, we practice social distancing because Pastry, you did your verse right over the phone on the, Facebook Messenger, gave me the acapella over the phone, and we put it in there, tried to make it sound as best as possible. So we kept the social distancing. If you watch the video, you'll notice I shot my stuff, he shot his stuff, different stores, different. I know you were in ShopRite at one point. I was in Stop and Shop at one point, and it was nice to be able to just collaborate that way and still get stuff done. Shout out to technology.
Shout out to a quick chime in on the ShopRite that day. So yesterday, that ShopRite I was in on Sunday, 2 of the workers there tested positive. They put it all over the air yesterday. Oh, that's nice. The one I was just in, but that's why I disinfected everything.
Disinfected everything.
Everything is disinfected, my friends. We would everything individually because we're bringing it to our parents at that point. She was bringing it to her mother, I'm bringing it to mine. So it's sprayed down. That's another story, but I want to go back to what you're saying. I just want to chime in on that ShopRite shit. You just brought up something.
Yeah. So it was confirmed that they had 2 cases at the one that you shot. So see, we're here rapping about Corona, shooting videos where Corona is really at. Okay?
Right.
And then, whoo.
It's around the corner, man. It's the joke about it peaking, but it's you don't know where this shit is at. How many times we gotta see invisible enemy?
Well, even being on Twitter, I saw a retweet, and there was some girl talking about she works at the Target in Orange, and how somebody tested positive, and like they didn't do shit. It was one of those, somebody tested positive, go back to work. You know what I mean? Like they didn't. No, there was no extra cleaning. There was no extra nothing. It was just kind of like, so she was trying to get out the info, and it was retweeted by a bunch of people of like, that's some bullshit. And then there were other people talking about other businesses of like, we had someone, Amazon in New York, I almost said rioted, but no, they did not riot. They did a walkout, the workers at Amazon in New York, because they said kind of the same situation. Someone tested positive, and then, but we got to work tomorrow. Like,
right. That happened.
Can we get a wipe down first?
Right. That happened in Connecticut. I think the one in Wallingford. They had a person that worked there that test positive, but they kind of like, all right, back to work, everybody. All right, let's go. What station did he work at?
Yeah.
When did he work? You know what I mean? Like people like, yo, oh man, that guy was probably hacking all through this place, man.
Yeah. Or the invisible enemy part of it, where it might have been someone that came in who was feeling fine, and they didn't even know. So it's wild.
Little light cough, little talking, spit flying out his mouth. Some people, you work with those people. Sometimes they talk and a lot of saliva comes out. Every once in a while, a little fucking missile comes from behind the bicuspid. You know what I mean?
Behind the foxhole, just
got that big cavity in the back tooth that just shoots out what's left over from last night with excitement.
It was just stuck in the pocket.
Right. There's sprayers out there. That's all I'm saying. You got to get a little bust.
Yeah. So with the song and the music video that we did, like we there are the comedy aspects to it, but I believe that we kept it super respectful, and it was just a kind of talking about the entire situation.
Right. More of a message to the people that are reacting in a time like this. They're like, yo, let's stop being fucking greedy, at this time, because people are just, like you said, man, it's the opposite of the 9/11 coming together, man. This is like, yo, fuck all of you, get away from me. I'm taking every roll off the shelf. You know what I mean? It's disrespectful.
It's everybody's out there grabbing as much as possible. And one of the things that I personally think is a fuck up is how we went immediately and changed the hours of all the supermarkets. So now everyone has to be there at a certain time, which is fucking stupid. And yes, like it still is a 12-hour period, but say like the Stop and Shop in Hamden, that shit used to be 24 hours. Keep it 24 hours. Like I'd rather go shopping at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning with nobody else in there. Like I just feel like if they gave,
but they're just trying to shut down like windows of those stragglers coming in late night and nobody paying attention to, and he's hacking through the aisles, and next person coming in touching, let's close the window so we clean the whole focus, because they probably have to clean the shit out of the stores at the end of the night. That's what I'm assuming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have hoped they would do that. Like, yo, we got to close early because we got to clean the shit out of the store now to make sure it's safe again to come back in here for us even,
Yep.
I would assume so, because like shit, I feel for those, man. Those people that work in like at corner stores and shit, at gas stations, and you know what I mean. There's fucking people coming in, and then you get a drunk guy. I was at where I went to that I haven't been in probably I don't know, a long time. Is I did a McDonald's breakdown. So the only thing that was open, they're open 24 late night working. I said, shit, man, I need to get something. You run over there, so I pull up to the damn drive-through, looking at the menu. And then I hear somebody like fucking talking and hacking, but like right behind the fucking call box, scared the shit out of me. I'm like, what the fuck? And some drunk chick, she's like, oh my bad, I'm just looking at the menu. Like, yo, get back in your fucking car and wait your turn.
Whoa.
I was like, yo, I was about to unload this whole Lysol can in your face. She's like, ah. She's laughing, I'm laughing, but it's like, yo, I'm rolling the window up as because she's drunk and shit. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. So she wants to keep it going and walk up to your guy like, oh shit, we're about to be friends. No.
I said, yeah, you good right there. I said, you good right there. Right there, you good. She's like, oh yeah. I was like, all right. But scared the shit out of me. I was like, yo, them people had out by the fucking call box, man. I don't know if she had a car or not. She might have just been sitting out there trying to order some shit, walking up to the drive-thru. Because she don't got a car.
Some McDonald's from working Uber, I've been unfortunately in that position a couple of times. Some McDonald's let people stand in the fucking drive-thru. It's fucking annoying as shit. It's the worst.
Right. Listen, I got my spot, man, that I came across that I fell in love with. It's a place called State Street Cafe in North Haven, Connecticut. They have probably the best grits I've ever had in my life, or right up there with. They're so it's a fully loaded grits, so that's my passion. Morning spot. I usually get some grits on the way home. Early morning, they open up at 5:36, so it's a diner kind of flow. So all the old timers in there, so that's all shut down. But what they did is the window they had behind the register, they turned that shit into a drive-through.
Nice.
So you could drive up, and you know what I mean. And it's like I get them early, nobody's there. As soon as they open up, I'm right there. So I know nobody's been in there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just get in there. They're all cleaned up. She's got her gloves. She's masked up. I'm like, I like this. Let me get my grits, and I'm out. You know what I mean? But a lot of places are doing shit like that, man. Bulletproof glass looking everywhere,
Yep. Yeah, I heard that a lot of the stores now are doing it, finally kind of protecting the cashiers of like putting up a cough shield and shit like that.
They got they're making their own, and I've seen stores that like maybe don't have it in the budget. They got makeshift ones.
Yeah.
Big plastic and saran wrap looking shit. Like, hey, listen, man, duct tape it to the counter, whatever you got to do, bro.
Yeah. Whatever works.
Yeah. Like the one guy, I seen him, he was like, oh, I'm trying to survive everything. He was cool at first about it, and then it's like I go back in there, and he's got plastic over his debit machine. I go back in the next day because I get these little things sometimes from him, the Spanish things called sorullos. I used to go in there sometimes. So I go again, and now the plastic's up and the tape. And then the next day he got a mask on. So you taking it serious now, huh? Okay.
Upgrading, just slowly upgrading.
Right. He just had to find the coins and build like it was Fortnite or some shit. I don't know. I don't play the game.
He went from asshole risk taker all the way to full prepper in like 2 weeks. Oh, this shit is real? This shit is getting serious? Okay, fuck.
Yo, I'm gonna pop up tomorrow. It's gonna be straight hazmat suit. Fucking.
You're not gonna be able to go in the place. They'll just be like, all right, what do you want? All right, I'll be right back. You know?
Yeah, meet me in the back.
For real. No, but it's ridiculous how, and I even know we had said it on plenty of podcasts. I never trusted that shit where they were talking about like, oh no, don't worry about a face mask. Just bro. And what is it now? Here's how to make one at home. You can, just fucking use put a towel around your face when you walk. Use anything possible. Just do not go out without a face mask. Like
there's some shit in the gas stations. I'm seeing the ones like there's a face cover, and from the picture it looked like it was fucking paper mache or something, or just like an origami fucking mask. I'm like that shit is I'm looking at it like I want to open the box to see what it really is, because from that picture it was very paper looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have construction paper to make a mask. Man, what are we doing right now?
Yeah.
People are buying this shit.
People are taking advantage, man, and a lot people online are taking advantage. People with selling stuff are taking advantage, and it's like
if it's not N95, you just want to cover your face, man. You can cut up a sheet. You can fucking do a bandana. I'm pretty sure everybody got at least one. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
T-shirt. Cut an old T-shirt up. Motherfucker, make something to cover your face. Like, this is like Rebels, man. You find shit.
For real. Like I said, I just don't like how the first wave was, no, don't wear a mask. You're never going to need a mask. Don't ever, if you have a mask, that's even worse. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But it was just, man, that's why I always try to preach that, like, whatever you feel comfortable doing, go with that. Like, man, if somebody looks at you because you have a mask on, who gives a fuck? You're protecting yourself, and that's all you really need to do.
You get the eyes of people that, I get it when I walk through the stores. I get it from the people that don't have it. They look at you, and some of them give you that look like, you can tell in their mind, some of them like, damn, I should probably get one. Or like, or they're just looking like this thing exaggerating, or, you know what I mean? Like, you get different kinds of looks from different people. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like you said, what was it? Silly and safe, nigga? That's it. I'm looking silly
exactly.
Shit. Safe as shit. I don't know what's going on out here.
Because I don't see the upside of the other side of it. Like, why is anybody being fucking cocky about this shit? I don't get that. Why? Because there's so many people out there like, man, it's fucking nothing. Like, why have that attitude?
Because it didn't hit home for them, for nobody. That's why.
Yeah.
People like that never sink in until it's a close somebody tell them, like, oh shit, he died from it? Now their antennas and alarms might go up, you know what I mean? Or, some people think they're lawless. You got motherfuckers out there that, shit, I never even thought about people that probably maybe want to call it quits and like hope they get it. You know what I mean? Like death by corona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's a thing, I don't, but it's like, shit, that's why I see some old timers, man, like they walk around with nothing. These guys, I'm still seeing it, 80 years old, 70, 80, they're out there. Fuck this. Yeah. I done survived Vietnam, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Or somebody that's, 80 years old, somebody older black dude is 80-something years old. And he's like, well, I didn't survive this motherfucker before it was integrated, nigga. We out here.
Yeah, no, I feel you. There are people out there that are just like, yo, if it's my time, it's my time. Fuck it. Like, I went to see my mom today, and my mom is all about just like, just if it happens, it happens. I'm like, all right, but no, but if I give it to you and it happens, no, I can't do that. Like, because my dog wants me to pet her. So my mom's like, well, just come pet the dog. I'm like, but Ma, that's the entire thing. Is if I then pet the dog, then the dog goes back, and somehow
Wait a minute, bro. Did you hear the Bearsley Zoo in Bridgeport, Connecticut? The fucking tiger there's got it.
Yes.
What the hell is going on now? We got a tiger. We got cats getting it. We got to worry about the fucking inside cat now.
Yo, and that fucking bridges together the two things that have been happening is that there's COVID-19, and then all people have been watching is the Tiger King documentary on Netflix. So now a tiger has COVID-19. What is it? There's bars there.
That's insane. Like, because they said that the handler, the keeper, he had it. So I don't know. He must have been fucking rolling around, licking them in the face and shit. Only thing I can think, or touching his, coughing over his food and feeding him the fucking raw meat.
Yeah, that's the thing too. You got him exactly. All he has to do is pick up the raw meat, toss it in there. The shit's on his hand. Now it's in the fucking cat. There it is.
Damn. And that's the thing, though. Once you got it, is it always on you, or is it just when you fucking cough? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, and I don't know because it's one of those like what does it mean?
Right.
No, I'll tell you what I didn't like that I saw today was just the phrasing of how it was put. Because first off, they told us that we can't that animals couldn't get it. Remember that when it was just like
right.
There's too many people that know too much, and then it comes out that they didn't know anything at all. But the singer Pink, I saw a Yahoo article. And her quote was because she had it and her child had it, and her child is 3 years old. And her quote was, they told us our kids would be okay. That shit was wild to me where I was like, who's this who? You know what I'm saying? Right. Who the fuck told you that? Because what the fuck?
How do they know?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm worried, motherfucker.
Exactly.
There's a range of people dying, and it's not all old. Majority old because, immune system and all. But
yeah,
it's ranging, man. There's some 20-something-year-olds, some 30-year-olds. Whether
there was too much misinformation from the jump. There was way too much misinformation, and for me, I'd rather somebody come out and say we don't know, be as safe as possible. But the first thing that came out was like, no, it's no big deal. It's just in China. Go keep your living life normal. And then, man, it just. You want to know in the future how long people knew and didn't say anything. Like, why are we the best fucking country, but like we can't make any fucking breathing ventilators. Right. And then there's like fucking YouTube videos are like, no, you can make one for $90. And it's just like now it's almost like the hospitals have like fucking wreck shops in the back where they're just trying to make them and duct tape shit together. I'm like, yo, where are we supposed to be the best at everything? Right.
It's like, we're just gonna have a fucking one of those the fucking organs.
Like the old school that they would start the fire with in the movies,
They probably gotta do this. Just one dude fucking away. I mean, to make a joke of something that's more serious, but you would think that like. It takes these deep, how many of those people in the hospitals are probably really going on YouTube as a platform of how can I make a whole baby? You know what I mean? Because this is such a tool, man, that's so slept on by some people that, if you utilize YouTube for the, for things that you need to learn about fixing, shit along them lines, man, it's a tool. Instead of they just get on YouTube and listen, man, I done changed some things in my vehicle that I'm not capable of doing usually. Troubleshooting, you know what I mean, and shit like that.
Yeah, me too. I've learned, like I changed a light bulb in my car. I changed my own brakes. Little shit that you're like, yo, without this, I would have never been able to do it.
Right. So I mean, shit. Power of the tube, man, takes over even in times of crisis. Man.
Yeah, I know. There might be some people out there saving their own damn lives because of this shit.
Right. That's crazy, man. Think of that. If they tell you can't get ventilators, somebody gonna make someone come to the hospital. They're gonna take the shit, bring it in there, come on.
Yeah. Do some good shit.
Because they say that they're, that thing of them having to choose who lives or dies, man, that's a fucking, those people are gonna need some serious psychiatry after that, man.
Yeah, I heard about that where they were talking about at some point we're gonna need the ventilator that you're on for somebody else. And we need to make that decision of, is this ventilator keeping you alive to where you're actually going to recover, or is this ventilator just keeping you alive so you don't die, but you really have no chance of recovering anyway? So, sorry, doc, we got to take that one off there and give it to someone else. Like,
that's crazy.
That's not a decision that I want to be making, and I feel you on that. That's
some of them are splitting. They had to split, but it's like, who lives, who dies, man? Who's playing God around there? That's
yeah.
That's a tough one to live with, man. So, I mean, hey, all due respect and a lot of praise to those in that front line of that thing. That's scary shit. I know I'd be scared to be in the medical field right now.
Here's what I found.
Yo, somehow you just said that, and they're always listening, because somehow whatever you just said activated my phone on Google, and I don't know what just happened, but they listening.
They always listen. Yeah, out there. We in here.
Hey, listen.
No, but you know, for the healthcare workers, and it's crazy, man, because my other job I used to have was in a healthcare environment at a retirement, and I'm no longer there. Right before that, I haven't been there since November when I stopped working there.
Bro, and that's when it dropped. That's when it happened, was November. They're talking about there's cases in November. And, blessing in disguise.
Get up out of there. It's a battlefield. It's a battlefield right now over here.
Every day is a war zone.
For those who wonder why we're laughing, it's a song, inside joke, without saying anything funny about what's going on in the hospitals. The song, it was inside joke. It's okay. Nah, man, it's like you said, a blessing to be up out of those situations. But you know, those that are there, man, my heart's with them, my hands are with them, not physically, but support, clapping at least, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Yo, the hands of my heart are with them. You know what I'm saying? The heart hands are with them. Because, dog, I hope that somehow this changes us for the better in that we maybe realize who we throw around that word essential right now, but maybe let's make essential, worth it as well. Right. About how, like, there's people that need to be making some damn money. Like, because with the 1,200 that's supposed to be coming to as many people as it is, that's cool. But, like, if I wasn't working right now, that 1,200 would not be enough. So right. I can't imagine how many people that's happening to, because you got to remember the people that are out of work have been out of work since mid-fucking March. Like, because that's when it was. Remember the whole, and in 2 weeks, and then before those 2 weeks were up, they just said, oh, yeah, all April's done too. So you have people that have been out of work for a minimum 6 weeks.
Right.
$1,200 for 6 weeks?
Right. I know.
Oh.
Man, some jobs warranted 2 weeks, but some didn't, man. It's like they can't do it,
Yeah.
You got, those millionaires up there, some of them did that for the professional teams in basketball, paid for the salary for the whole season. Like, listen, we're going to take care of you for the whole season. What's better than that? Now it's like, okay, I'm getting paid for my pay for working there, and I'm not working in that. But that, who knows, that's probably just their part-time flow. You know what I mean? It's like they're only working one night every other night. You know what I mean? With basketball games, how many home games are in a week?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like.
Right, yeah, you feel that who knows if that's a full-time job for anybody. I'm not sure the managers shit like that, but.
Right. I mean, well, there's probably people that get paid more, like people that are like actually put together the court and do all that shit. You know what I mean? Like levels to it. But the guy who's working a concession stand, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he got another flow somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2-3 days at the stadium, they're not paying him that great.
No, it can't be. Yeah, I feel for the people out there that just, like, think about anybody that worked in a gym, anybody that fucking worked in any of the places that were shut down, anybody that works in any restaurant anywhere. Like, holy shit, they all are not fucking working. Like, and they. Yeah. But so that's what I mean, where maybe the government will look at, like, oh my God, there isn't enough money, for people to survive. Because that's why I love shit like when I hear about Amazon doing a walkout, I love that shit. Because that's where the power is right now, where not that you want to forget about the people that you're trying to serve, but also you kind of want to let the powers that be know, like, yo, now you really need us right now,
Right. And take care of Central, man. Because it's like, okay, now we just got an example of the pandemic, economic shutdown. Like, you're talking about Times Square, the biggest cities in America shut down. You know what I mean? Who's on the front lines? Who's still working? Who needs to be out there?
Yeah.
All these people in the supermarkets, gas stations. You know what I mean? Your security companies. Or, you know what I mean? All these people, cops, and all these people that are, cops are always going to be on the front line. Y'all getting paid pretty decent, to be so, but, even them, give them more. You know what I'm saying? People need to be taken care of now. Now they should look at that. Those people, them nurses that work in them fields, man, it's time to start giving them some boosts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. I think things are going to need to be just looked at from a different angle, which is a great thing. I mean, if obviously nobody dying is any good and all that, but if we could take anything out of it, hopefully our country, realizes some things and makes some changes, like such as the fucking where we're building stuff. Like, we build nothing in America. Like, right now, we're going, yo, who knows how to, like, that's not what we should be doing. It's like, wait, how do we, we're completely lost because some other country can't make it and send it to us. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, we're supposed to be the best. Maybe that might be the damn fucking episode. We're supposed to be the best.
Right. Listen, America. It's crazy, man. But a quick cap on it though. What is the? Do you know the numbers right now? Because I know we're over like 10,000. It's like 12,000, I think. Dead.
Yeah, I'll look them up right now.
Maybe even more. Yeah. Because I know they're rising, and they're saying this is the one. This is supposed to be the big peak of it all.
Well, yeah, they're also saying like
week and a half.
They're talking, like this week and next week, stay the fuck home for real. That's what I've heard. All right, we got worldwide. Fuck, I don't mean to laugh, but because Pitbull made a song about Corona and Miss Corona World and Pitbull Worldwide, Mr. World. Okay, here we go. Worldwide. Confirmed cases, 401,636. No, I'm sorry. That's not worldwide. That's United States. Worldwide, 1,446,242. Recovered, 308,146. Deaths, 83,424.
That's worldwide.
Worldwide. Wow. That's Pitbull. Worldwide. Wow. So 80,000 worldwide. In the U.S., we have 401,000 cases, 401,000 cases, 22,000 recovered, 12,900 deaths. Not great numbers, I'll tell you that. Not great numbers.
They said it was supposed to be. There was a dip yesterday, supposedly. My thing is, I don't know. But when the deaths go up, I think they start seeing the cases stop coming in. Now the deaths that are happening are the people that already have it confirmed. They're still kind of fighting for their lives, kind of, and as they're dying, they're hitting that death count. But then they see if the people aren't coming in like a revolving door, then they think that it dips. I guess I don't know from how they're explaining it.
Now I'll say for me, I hope that continues, and obviously that's the path that everybody wants us to be on, is less new cases. But I was looking at that shit, and it was. And I'm saying, think positive. That is the best way to do it. But it was literally one day. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, we're going up. All right, we stopped. And it happened for one day. And hopefully, we drop right back down. But it was, I feel like they came out too quick with that again. Of that just like, well, we had less people today than yesterday. But that's all that we need. We just need to keep that right there because that's all that happened. You know what I mean?
Right,
hopefully it continues happening. But it was,
it's scary, man. Like I said, I get allergies a little bit too, so I'm feeling a little funny in my throat's feeling scratchy, and so I'm, you can bug out easy, man. It's like any other time. It's like, oh, here we go, I'm getting the little nits in the throat, feeling a little swollen and shit, And now is not the time for any of that shit. Any little cough I have or any little weird shit, I'm like, oh, this is not the time. This is not it.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I was talking to my mom today, and I was telling her, people forget that you can also just get normally sick. Like, this isn't the entire fucking, thing that can happen to you now. Like, you can get food poisoning, you can get whatever,
Season's changing right now, man. That happens, right? That season change, people start getting that real common flu,
Yeah.
Change the season, man.
And like you said, allergies, shit like that. People get that hay fever. People get all types of, stuffed up and sneezing and shit.
There's some nice days out here in the Northeast, man. So things are blossoming. It's people are losing their shit, man. You can tell because it's like I said, in the Northeast especially, we're locked in all winter. This is our time when we start moving. Easter's coming up on Sunday. It's kind of like we need to be out and about, and just can't. You know what I mean? The sun's telling us, come out here. It's out here with us. Come on out here. Not today.
Dude, I took 4 days off from work, man. I had a nice little stretch at home, and I see how people would lose their mind because, bro, time didn't matter, day didn't matter, but I'll tell you like this, man, with trying to look at the bright side of things, I spent 4 days on this earth and spent $0. That was one of those like, bro.
That's what, listen, I've been able to save right now. It's like you forget about like, damn, the more I move, the more I spend, man. That's just
Bars.
like I got when you stop, it's like, oh, unless you got the Amazon fetish, you know what I mean? Just,
Yeah.
Which I bought a couple things, but just like masks and shit, pretty much.
Yep. Essentials.
Right. On a little anniversary gift that came through God to my little boo.
Nice.
I do things and say stuff.
Got to.
Yeah.
No, but man, I'm hoping for like maybe we'll start making shit in the country again. That'd be nice. Maybe we'll just kind of take a step back of fuck, man. We just got to do things a different way.
I know talking to one of the guys in ShopRite because I was asking for the garlic in the sleeves, and he was like, "Oh, it's coming from China, man. So we got those. So we're not getting nothing from over there. So all our produce it's running out quickly, but it's not being replenished heavily because everything's now going local, more local.
Wow.
A lot of stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like locals can't keep up with that kind of flow for a franchise like that, you know what I mean?
Yo, I noticed signs next to certain food now too. There'll be signs where it says like kind of what you said, but in a nice little fancy sign that says like, we can't control the price of eggs right now because of, our supply. And it's,
right.
Oh, okay.
The base is real, man. That's like it was almost $5 for the 18 pack. I'm like, yo, I ain't never been that. Doesn't have like $4.60 something. I'm like, holy shit.
Whoa.
I used to get them on sale for $2.
Yeah.
But there's always those spots that they never really gouge as much, like Walmart's one of them.
Yeah.
Their eggs usually stay the same. They don't really gouge on their milk and shit like that,
I go eggs from Aldi a good amount of the time.
Always, yeah. Oh, man, I had a situation at Walmart, man. Oh, shit. I didn't even tell you about that one.
Talk to him.
Woo, shit, 2020 COVID shit, man. So now it's me and my lady. We're both shopping for our parents. They're quarantining, they're self-isolating. They're health risk to all this shit. So we got them locked away. So now we're moving and getting everything for them, doing what, good children should be doing for their parents that need the help.
Yep.
My mother
going out on the front line.
Right. My mother lives by herself. She's got, no movement. She doesn't drive, none of that. So I got my list to get shit for her. My lady's got shit she's got to get for her mother and the mother's husband. You know what I mean? So she's got her list. So we're walking, and I got my carriage. She's got her carriage. We're walking single file. I'm talking to her. We're getting closer to the door. And some guy that knew her was like talking to her in the back. He's like, hey, they're like saying hi. So the guy at the door goes, hey, all three of you guys together as we're getting to the door. I'm like, no, just me and her together. He goes, all right, well, you can't go only one per household. I'm like, well, we're not shopping for the household right now, my man. I'm shopping for my mother. She's like, no, you guys live together, one per household. I can't do. I'm like, yo, are you? I said, I get what's going on right now, but bro, we're not shopping for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Giving a hard time to that. So I said, let me speak to a manager. Oh, I am a manager. He's got no fucking shirt, no ID, no badge, no nothing. You're a manager out here, just breaking balls. And that's funny. I said, bro, I just came from the other side. I watched a couple walk out holding hands.
Yeah.
Sometimes they sneak by. And there was a couple that went in. They were going. I said, they almost look like they're together right there. He goes, no, they're not. Sometimes people sneak by. I'm like, what? If you're going to enforce these rules, my man, so if you're going to tell me that's what it is, and you're being strict about it, you need to have people on the inside right now walking up to people that are together like, well, you guys lied to us. You're together.
Well, you guys lied to us. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's that serious, don't be like, just get by the front line and you win. You know what I mean? Like,
And if it's that serious, then why, when I'm standing here, I can point out to you two different fucking things and be like, well, what about them? What about oh man, well, they slipped through. I'm about to slide through too. Fuck it.
Like, right. I was so close to getting my nigga shit on, man. I was like, yo, fuck out my way. I'm in here. Go call the cops. I'll explain. Like, I was
raise up or get raised on.
It was feeling that way,
Yeah.
She's getting emotional, but I was like, listen, they don't fuck these mother. They ain't the only camp in town. We drive 12 minutes, not even away to the Walmart in Milford, which is very close by the mall. we get there, and I go in there and say, look, we learned now, so fuck that. Let me roll first, and you just trail behind me. You know what I mean? Once we in there, we in there. I said, so I got to the door, I asked the young guy, I said, listen, because I'm watching Free Flow go. Now, I'm going in as a couple's going in. They're just walking in. I'm like, okay, this is different in here. So I said, my man, now I'm hot. You know what I mean? I'm feeling like I got to move it up or something. So I was like, yo, what's going on, man? I just came from another Walmart and, was taking over there XYZ. I explained to him what happened. He was like, yeah. And he actually showed me a paper. So now it's coming from corporate. He showed me the thing. I'm like, okay. I said, I explained over there. He goes, yeah. He goes, well, we're not doing it over here yet. I mean, if she's what you guys can go ahead, we're not, enforcing it yet. I'm like, hold on. You have the paper that says to enforce it. You're not enforcing it. The guy over there is enforcing like an asshole. Yeah. You're not doing anything at all. You know what I mean? So once again, I'm back on my fucking complaint list. Emails and niggas.
Yes. The white side of you will come up with that strongly worded letter quick.
It's like mid-appalled. I think I even, I don't know if I said bewildered, appalled. I was throwing shit out.
Bewildered.
Like, I don't even say these things in life. But, trying to be professional about the shit, and then they had, we'll contact that regional, that local manager from that store and have them reach out to you about the situation. Then this lady calls, she just gives her first name. She's the asset protection manager. I'm like, is that the title for the person that oversees everything at that Walmart? She sounded young as hell. She was kind of just doing, I am so sorry, and I'm like, wow, this is what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
You a position of power talking like this. And all she did was kept apologizing. And what she offered for a solution to this whole situation that she didn't know who that guy was. I think it was so-and-so. So now you don't even know who's working at your store. I'm telling you the exact time on Sunday, the guy said he was a manager. Well, I think that could have been so-and-so. I'm not sure. Oh, you're not sure. Did you look at the email? Did you even see what was sent? You know what I mean? Right. So now her solution to the whole thing was, what I can offer is, what I can tell you is you can have your parents come at senior hour, 6 to 7 in the morning, senior hour. I'm like, they're quarantined. Did you read the email? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Isolate. I just said this whole thing of their situation, and you're offering me to have them come out the house and go in and go senior hour because it's safer. Bro, I'm saying like, wow. So that's what you know. I said this. I couldn't even talk to her because all she did was saying sorry. I'm like, yeah. I understand, but this is like unprofessional. This is crazy. Like I ain't never treated like that. What the hell is that? So I did my reply back last night. We'll see what they say. But it's like, it's just, if anything, it's like, because I think somebody was like, yeah, but what? I was telling somebody, they're like, yeah, but what? They're not gonna do nothing. I think I was telling my lady about it. She's like, well, they're not gonna do nothing. I said, you know what? I thought that too. But you know what? When somebody did that shit to me at my job and reported something, and they made a big thing about it, and because I drive and shit, so they made me take a driving recertification because of this complaint. So you know what it made me do? It made me learn my lesson, because now when I'm on that side of town, I don't eat stop signs at almost 4 in the morning, even though there's nobody around, because you know what? There's probably somebody to fuck around. Obviously, somebody was in a window or something. Somebody saw something. That one car that one night, but it's like, now I learned my lesson. Even though it's 3, 4 in the morning, I am stopping, so if that can come off to that person that way, then hey, I'll be happy with that. I ain't got to see the result to know what happened.
Exactly. You know that you did your part, and hopefully that means that, down the line, that happens, And
if you want to slide me a little gift card, I'll take that too.
Honestly, that's what I thought you were going to say. I thought she was going to offer you something stupid low, though.
Nope, nothing.
So stop.
She offered me an apology and a bunch of words that just kind of kept coming out. In times like this, like, stop preaching to me, young girl, because you sound like you're younger than me.
Yeah.
Please stop preaching to me about these times and what's going on. I am well aware. I said, I'm an essential worker too. I'm out here too. I don't want to be out here working just like nobody else when all this is going on. I get it.
Right.
But the way you handle this, it's unprofessional. Like, what are y'all doing right now?
Oh, yeah. No, I thought you were going to say, like, she offered you, like, a $5 disc or, like, 5% off your next purchase, but she didn't do any of that.
No. And so after we turned down, I'm explaining to her, like, so we're not having them come out. That's why we were there shopping for them. They're not coming to the house. Oh, you know what I can do? What you can do is call ahead of time, she says, call ahead of time and arrange for you guys to come in during senior hour, 6 to 7 in the morning. If you and your wife can get there, your fiance get there between 6 and 7. So wait a minute. You have a 6 to 7 block for seniors only to keep them kind of away from everybody else, to kind of quarantine that situation. But now you want to invite young blood who might possibly have it into their life. Like, is that what you're telling me? Yo,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Insane. I'm like, who's representing your company right now? To be honest, you know what I mean? The guy at the gas station was so much more professional than this girl. And he's fucking this guy that was the manager of a gas station. He gave me a typed up letter and everything. They sent me a typed up letter, very, boom, and take this card. And, like, man, that was shit. Now, I go to that gas station.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Now he kind of pulled me in. I just went over there and spent some money and shit, but, real, man. So that shit goes a long way sometimes, man.
Yeah. No, that's the proper way to handle it, because they should have hit you up like, yes, come back down. We're sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come back down. We'll let you in. My bad. Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. It shouldn't have been.
She's like, oh, well, she said, well, now what they're doing, because she said they had other complaints. So now they're doing away with the whole one per household thing. It's more of a suggestion now. Get the fuck out of here, man. This guy was a bouncer at the club that night. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just and he was only about those Spanish dude, like 4 foot something. You know what I mean? But he was fucked out, taking pride in denying people at the door. No, one per household, one per. Like, come on, bro, cut it out.
Now, were they counting a total inside?
I thought in that one, I didn't go in that one, but the other ones, ShopRite was. Yeah. I seen ShopRite. Well, ShopRite was, they had a clicker. And I asked the kid when I was grabbing the carrots, I said, well, what do you guys, how much can you hold? I think he said.
That's the name of the episode right there. Just say, yo, how much can you hold?
He was like, I think he said 500. Yeah. Bro.
I've never been to a ShopRite with 500 people inside of it. Holy shit.
But I feel like
I'd say that's too much for normal times. Never mind.
Right. And it's like, I was like, whoa, 5? Okay. He said, yeah, you good. I'm like, I'm good, but am I good? That's a lot, bro.
No, I'm good, but are we good?
Are we? Like, that's a high number, man. I just thought I made the cut. I felt kind of privileged, like, y'all made the cut, me, where we at? He's like, nah, we got mad people who don't work. I'm like, we mean 500? All right, let me hurry up. Let me get my shit, get out of here. But it was kind of, but you got to think about it too, there were some people coming through, man, But Walmart was doing the one, that's what it was. When I went to one in Milford, there was a line. They were doing one in, one out. One in, one out. You know what I mean? Yeah, Walmart was like that, but it was moving because people were coming out. So it was like, all right, next 3, all right, next 4, next 2, you know what I mean? So they were on it with theirs. So I don't know if their number was the same as Mr. 500 ShopRite. They were definitely controlling it differently. Like, now, couple come in, couple come out. You know what I mean?
Nice. Cool. Oh, my goodness. Well, yeah, we've hit our time allotted, so I love it, man. Let's put it in the pocket. 123.
1, 2, 3. COVID has got me going crazy.
1, 2, 3. RIP from COVID-19.
I think it took Tupac and Biggie. No,
Oh, I love it. So, yeah, check it out. We'll be back soon, super soon, with episode 124.
Kill that virus.